Alright y'all, we're gonna do the headlights. And I don't have a buffer or any power tools for this, so I bought a Turtle Wax headlight lens restorer. 10 bucks. And it works okay for not having power tools. So we're gonna give it a shot. Basically you get these 3 little pads. They're like little sanding pads. And some spray lubricant to sand. Hey baby. You got scissors?
Yeah. You got paper.
You got paper? Sorry, I got sidetracked. It was lunchtime. We had zucchini and pasta. Like zucchini, some Italian zucchini dish. But anyway, where was I? Had the 3 pads, remember? Alright. The spray lubricant stuff that you spray on the light and then you rub it with the pad. And then the pads are numbered. 1. I believe this is 2, and then 3, and then 4. So it goes coarse to fine, obviously. And then it's got some lens clarifying compound. And then it's like a sealer wipe, which I never use. I just leave it the way it is. I did my car and they still look pretty good. If I use this, it'll probably last longer. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. Like I said, I don't have a buffer or anything like that, which would probably make, I don't know, this looks like water. Probably make short work of this, so just put it up here. So you can see. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to put a piece of tape and do half. That way you can see the difference. Let's do that real quick. What did I do with the tape? I had tape around here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it though. I got a new roll here. Some painter's tape. So just, right there looks good. Alright, so we will spray lubricant, number 1 side, and a lot of elbow grease. I'm not going to get real crazy and do like all up in here. I just want the front part of the lens to be clean so those headlights work a little better. And my Toyota, I have a little Corolla, the headlights in it were really bad. And I could barely see at night, man. And I did this and cleaned them up. I mean, not as good as a buffer would do, but I got them cleaned up pretty good. And it made a big difference. It's funny too, because I was looking into new headlights, and looking in a different style, maybe a brighter bulb or something. And I ended up spending $9 on this kit. I figured what I had to lose. I was kind of skeptical at first on whether this would work or not. But it ended up working pretty good. Alright, so that's the number 1 side. Go ahead and wipe that off. And let's find number 2. I think this is number 2. 3 and 4, yeah. Alright, so we'll spray it again. Hit it with the number 2. For $9, $10, you can't really go wrong, I guess. And if you have a buffer or something like that, you could probably just get like 1500 grit sandpaper or something, or maybe even 500 and work your way down or up, however you want to look at it. And then, you know, after you get done with the sandpaper, look at the or take the rubbing compound and use your buffer, and then the polishing compound after that. But I got this elbow grease. So you can definitely tell, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like definitely some like a milky haze on it now from the plastic being sanded. See if I can get a close up. I mean, yeah, you can see it right there. So I just kind of do it for a few minutes. You can't really tell if it's completely sanded with this particular grit, but I just do it for a few minutes and switch. You can definitely tell the difference between that and that. It's definitely a lot smoother. Alright, so we go to number 3, which 3 and 4 are on the same pad. I guess they figured 3 and 4 are not going to wear down as much. Which 3 and 4 almost feel like nothing. It doesn't feel like very much abrasion at all. This is 3 and I can barely feel anything. But that's the whole point, is just to kind of step your way down and grit. Tape's kind of coming off a little bit, that's fine. Starting to, you can actually, when you get to 3, you can kind of start to see it gets pretty clear. The lens, I mean, you can kind of start to see it's kind of take its shape a little bit. So I said 1500 grit sandpaper before, and if I'm not mistaken, the 1500 grit means there's 1500 particles of whatever they put on there, sand I guess, per inch, linear inch. So if you got 300 grit, that means there's 300 little particles per linear inch. At least that's what I thought, or I read somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not. It makes sense then. Alright, so we're on the number 4 side. Moving right along. This just feels like you're rubbing it with paper almost. Just right over. Just feels like nothing basically. Kind of feel a little bit of friction. Not much. Alright, it's looking pretty good. I don't really see any scratches. A few, but it's not too bad. Alright, so take that off. You can still, it's still a little bit dull. So then the last is they call it lens clarifying compound. It's really probably just some type of polishing or rubbing compound. Go ahead and rub this in. Now, like I said, a little buffer will go a long way here because my arm's starting to get a little tired, I'll be honest. And then if you get this on there and it's still, you know, if you get the lens clarifying compound on, and then you wipe it and it still looks a little fuzzy, you can just kind of go back to the sandpaper a little bit and see if you can maybe polish it a little bit more and then go back to this. And it's pretty much just like wax, you just kind of let it dry. I'm just going to rub it until it's pretty much dry and then we'll wipe it off. See if we can see a difference. Now I know I can see here, I don't know if you can see, but it's definitely clear. And up here where I haven't done is definitely got a yellowish look to it. But the sun does probably beat on the top more than the bottom or the side. So that might have something to do with it. Yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. I don't know if you can tell from that angle. Still a little wet. I might do it one more time. But we'll look at it anyway. See if we can't see a difference. Can't really see a difference. You can definitely feel the difference. Let me see if I can get this a little bit closer. So kind of like right in here with the tape, you can kind of see maybe a little yellow. And it gets nice and clear over here. Alright, I did this is a passenger side headlight and it was a little worse, so I wanted to do this one kind of before and after to show you the difference. So I've obviously done this side, and then this side is the bad side, or the side I haven't done yet, and so you can definitely notice a difference. And this is just by doing it by hand. Obviously a buffer will give you probably a nice cleaner look. But I did find some of this. Somebody had given me this stuff, so I put this on after the other kit, and I guess it seems to work alright. I didn't really notice a big difference. But I'm gonna finish this one, and I got the other one pretty much complete. Gotta wipe off that Meguiar's wax that I put on. I actually did the top a little bit. They look pretty good, I guess, for just, you know, something you're doing with elbow grease. So let me finish this one up, and then I'll show you the difference of the whole thing being done. Alright gents, this is the final product. Driver side headlight and passenger side headlight. Not too bad for just you know, something you do with your hands. So